Let us try to learn Linux. Why to learn Linux? Linux is open source and secured than Windows. Hence, whenever there is a concern of safety, Linux is preferred over Windows. Now let us try to execute some of the basic commands using Linux. One of them is echo. Why echo? Echo is used to display something on screen. Suppose I want to display Linux on screen. I will write echo space in double quote text you want to enter. In my case, I have written Linux. What is the expected output? Expected output is Linux. Now let us try to observe the output on the output screen. As expected, Linux is displayed on the output screen. Now let us try one more command, that is date. Why date? Date is used to display today's date, time, month and year too. Now let us try to execute. Yes, as expected, it's showing date, time, month and year. Now let us try to move for the variables. Why variable? Variable is used to store something you want to store. Now how to declare the variable? Variable name is equal to value of the variable. In my case, variable name is A is equal to value is 10. Always remember there must not be space between A, that is variable name, equal to and value of an variable. How to access the declared variable? Using echo space in double quote value of A is $A. Why dollar? Dollar is used to access predefined value. Now the expected output in this case is value of A is 10. Let us try to execute and observe the result. Yes, as expected, the output is value of A is 10. First line is for variable declaration. Next line is for variable access. This first line is for variable declaration and second line is for variable access. Now let us try to look for array. Why array? Array is used to store similar data type. What do you mean by data type? Data type means the type of data you want to store. Some of the examples are integer. In integer data type 1, 2, 3, etc. etc. All are the integer data types. Now the next kind of data type is character. Anything from A to Z is termed as character data type. And next type of data is, or next data type is float. Decimal values 1.5, 1.7, 1.5, 1.7, 1.4, all are the float values. Okay, Array is a collection of similar data type. What do you mean by similar data type? If I want to store all the integer value, it will be similar. But if I want to store a 10, 1.7, in that case array won't work. Why? Because first is character type, another is integer type, and next is of float. In that case array won't work. But if I want to store integer data from 1 to 10, in that case we can prefer array. Always remember, array index start from 0. Now in my case, a is name of array and array is declared in square bracket. Syntax of declaring array is in square bracket. Within square bracket, index of an array. What is job of that index? Value which I am entering will be stored at the particular index, and that 0 represent at 0th location I will be storing the value which will be entered. Now let us enter the value. This value 10 will be stored at 0th location, which is actually the first location of an array. Now actually second, but as the array indexing starts from 0th position, that is first. Value is 20. Now I am having two values in my array. One is 10 and another is 20. First value, that is 10, is stored at 0th location. Second value, that is 20, is stored at first location. Now this is array declaration using Linux. Now try to access the declared array. Echo first order is $a of 0. Expected output is first order is 10, as at 0th location the value stored is 10. Now let us try to execute and observe the result. As expected, the result is first order is 10. Now let us move. Okay. Second order is $a of 1. 20 is stored at the second position, and that's why expected output is first order is 0, it means 10, and second order is 1, it means 20. Both are expected to be displayed, as 10 is stored at first position, that is 0th location, and 20 is stored at second position, that is first location. Now let us try to execute and observe the result. Yes, as expected, first order is 10 and second order is 20. This is array declaration, and next is array access. Accessing array. Okay. First two lines are for declaring array and next two lines are for accessing array. Now let us try to learn the decision making statement. Why to go for decision making statement? Whenever we want to decide something, then we always use to go for the decision making statement. Suppose I am declaring variable name is a and the value is 10. Next variable is variable name b and value assigned is 20. Now decision making statement, if within square bracket $a, it's checking whether it is exactly equal to $b or not. Syntax of if is if, then logic. In this case, I want to display message echo A is equal to B. If condition in if is not true, then it will go for the else part. And logic. A is not equal to B. After that, phi. Always remember, end of if must be with phi. Now let's try to execute. Expected output is A is not equal to B. Why? Because in my case A is 10, B is 20. A is not exactly equal to B. That's why it will go for the else part and it will not go for the if part. As expected, output is A is not equal to B.